Hi, I'm Randy Altman with postPerspective. We're day one NAB 2017. I have AJA's Bryce Button right here, and he brought something kind of cool with him. So this is the KiPro Ultra Plus.
Yes, this is a whole new model. It's an iteration of the original KiPro Ultra. The KiPro Ultra, when it was introduced, is a 4K, Ultra HD, 2K, HD player recorder. This chap is got a great new benefit, and that's multi-channel HD recording. So you can actually record up to 4 HD channels at the same time. And the way it works is, as long as you go into SDI 1 first, then you build from there. You can do 1, 2, 3, or 4. Then you have your sync set, and then the system is so robust that while you're recording, if someone happens to pull out a cable, even if it is off the SDI 1 port, it'll keep recording, and you won't lose anything. It also allows you to choose different ProRes profiles for those 4 different recordings. So you could have a single source without multiple outputs from it, and you might be taking one as full-blown ProRes XQ, for instance, and you might be taking another as ProRes, another as proxy. So you can fulfill a whole bunch of workflows. So 4 separate cameras, a single source with different profiles on the codec. The other thing it has, which is a jump up from the original Ultra, is you have HDMI 2.0. And that's full HDMI 2.0. What that means is, through a single cable, you could be doing 4K Ultra HD with even all the way up to 12-bit.
Okay.
So it's pretty awesome, especially coming off of some of Sony's great HDMI 4K cameras, etc.
But it works with any. It works with ARRI and
all of them.
Panasonic,
yeah,
Sony.
Because you've got SDI inputs for them, for outputs. You also have the option to use fiber, so you can, especially for trucks, mobile trucks, you can use fiber and run ready on cable links from the cameras off of the field. And it's perfectly sized to fit 2 together inside a rack. So 2 RU in height. So that means you can have recordings going on in a 2 RU space from 8 different sources, which is quite wonderful. And then the fact that you have 16 channels of audio possible per channel of video, as long as it's embedded over SDI, that leaves you at about 128 channels of audio in a 2 RU space as well.
It's a lot.
Yeah, so it's a really great box.
Now, if somebody, they have the Ultra Plus, but they don't need to be using the Plus part of it, they could still use it for
the standard workflows we had before, 4K Ultra HD. Again, it's basically an iteration of that previous product. For the original KiPro Ultra, we actually reduced the price to $29.95. This chap is $39.95. And we keep selling both. If you don't need the multi-channel, then you've got a more affordable solution with the Ultra. But I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy the multi-channel recording. And it's pretty great when you're recording on the outputs. You can monitor, and you can ask the system to show you all 4 cameras in quadrants at the same time, or you can selectively go away at the SDI. I want to see just one of them, and you can jump between them, whatever it is.
And that's new for this version. That's
new for this version in this box, and even in the web UI, because the KiPro Ultra products have always had a Linux web server built in. So if you're controlling it and you're on a web browser, you can again see 4 channels if you need to. So it's really pretty great. And then down the road, it will actually be able to support HDR play-up. You can do HDR play-out with it today, as long as you have one of our Hi-Fi 4K Plus converters, so that it can trigger the EID in the monitor, which is basically what tells the monitor what type of signal it's got.
Okay. I'm going to move on in a second to you're here with the tech preview, but most of your products have a web component to it.
Yes. Yeah, we're a little unique. We basically effectively created our own embedded Linux operating systems. And a lot of our products gain their power from the ability for a user to simply open a web browser, connect to the device, and we give you very easy configuration tools, ability to save settings, reload settings, which is great. If you're out in the field and you've got a project going on, you can have someone back at the office, so to speak, preset it up, save the settings. If you're in the field, you get a little lost or something, just reload them.
It's pretty cool.
Yep.
I also know you have a website where people could go to sort of educate themselves on HDR.
Yes, we are attacking HDR in a serious way, and it's across a bunch of products. If you're an editor, we also announced desktop version 13, and that includes HLG support for our Kona 4 and our IO 4K Thunderbolt IO, as well as the Kona IP, which is basically Kona working with IP streams. So we're really expanding out with HDR, but we know people are fairly confused about what it is, how to work with it. So we created a new webpage, which is aj.com/solutions/HDR. And we show you where in the process of HDR workflows we have a solution for you.
Okay, and then now let's jump to, it's a good segue to the tech preview.
Yes.
So you guys have partnered with ColorFront on the FS HDR.
Yes.
Can you tell us what it is, what it does?
This is huge. ColorFront are probably some of the leading color scientists in LA and the world right now. ColorFront has products that are utilized, like Transcoder, it's one of their software products, that are utilized for almost 80-90% of Hollywood productions.
And they have an Oscar.
Oh
right?
yes, they have an Oscar, because Tomas and the guys have written some incredible software, and their color science is highly accurate. So we have an exclusive partnership with them, and effectively what we've done is we are showing a tech preview here at the show of the FS HDR. This product will be available later this summer, going potentially summer into fall. And the whole reason for showing it here is to show people what's going to be doable right from version 1.0, and also to elicit feedback to hear what others are going to want. So what this box is capable of doing is, in a single rack unit, you have real-time conversions for HDR. And that means even taking your SDR material, standard dynamic range, and converting them to HDR, coming off of 4K cameras that will be used at source. So we will actually take all the log profiles from cameras like Arri, Canon, Sony, and we'll convert them into the HDR systems. And the leading systems there are HDR10 and HLG when it comes to production. So we can do SDR to HDR, HDR to HDR, HDR to SDR. You can go and do something which is really exciting for the broadcast industry, is they know that there's a huge push to bring HDR to television. 4K as a delivery format is great in certain environments. It's kind of tough for the broadcast market because they don't really want to have to give up bandwidth for 4K. And HDR HD fits in the same bandwidth as current HD workflows. So testing has also shown that the average user who doesn't have a 65-inch set at home can't really see the 4K, so to speak. It works better on larger screens, but they can certainly see HDR. And so there's a really big push to get this wonderful dynamic range and vivid colors.
Yep.
And I think it's really exciting. If you're a creative, why wouldn't you want your programs and your projects to look, stunning?
That's right.
And so this box is going to be able to assist you to do that in real time. It takes the pain out of it.
That's amazing. And you said summer or maybe early fall?
Yes. So, the reason we call it Tech Preview is let's see what we can pull. We already have a very robust feature set intended for version 1. And working with ColorFront, there's a lot of possibilities going on. But I think this is a great marriage, and I think it'll be exciting for everyone.
Very cool. Well, congratulations. Thanks for coming by. Bryce Button, AJA.